They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Mooney. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now Herbert following the turnover. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. From the gun, Herbert. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 13-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Escaping the pressure. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Raiders nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Romeo Okwara able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
To DeAndre Swift.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Yards. 1st down, Raiders.
Back to the running game with Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1.
Raiders nothing.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Washington 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
start on the ground with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Hill going to keep it on the option. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7 from the 20. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Shark's got it, left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run the counter. Dobbins, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
1st and 10.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. Open man right side is Shark. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake. But how about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a throw here to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
They'll take over.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down at the
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 4 yards.
And 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defense crazy. Because essentially now, you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Complete to number 86.
From 8 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Josh Allen.
3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be second down. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And now here is another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Their own 42-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I need to get my swag right there.
Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and
the best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure.
Murray fighting. Lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now look at him go.
Is that it?
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 41, Washington 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
Herbert's pass.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Raiders.
Herbert throwing again. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Murray. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw it. Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And we've got a timeout.
Number 86.
9 seconds remaining.
Brings up
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Murray to air it out again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
On the deep ball. It's third down. And
an extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Throwing again, Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.